Hello all, welcome back to the Java Selenium video series. In this video, we will see how to generate this beautiful extend report. Okay, so in the previous videos, I have said that we will write a different code which will allow us to generate good looking result files, right? Why do we generate these result files? So when we are executing any test script, we want to see whether a particular verification has passed or not, right? So now in order to see if the verification has passed or not, there should be some place where we can easily go and see if the verification is passed or not. So in the previous scenario, if you remember, we have printed it in our console, right? Scenario is successfully completed. So instead of that, we will generate this particular extend report. It is called extend reports. Okay. So let's get started. Now the first step is you have to add the Maven dependency. I have already searched for it. So I will open that Maven dependency here. You have to just say extend reports, and then Maven dependency. So copy this and put it in your POM file. So go to your POM file and then put it here. So when you add any POM file, you will basically have some, libraries being loaded. You will see at the bottom of your Eclipse. So wait for it to complete. Okay. So now the extend report dependency has been added. Now we will create another class called reporter. Okay. We will create that particular class in the library package. Okay. Now in order to generate this particular beautiful HTML extend report, you need to first tell to the extend report that where exactly do we need to create this HTML file. Okay. So for that I will add a file variable which holds the file. Okay. Result file path. Okay. And then we should also need to add a few things, like one is extend report and other is a test, extend test. So these are the two classes which we are going to use from the Maven dependency that we have added, and that will be used to basically do all this magic and then generate the test result file. Okay. So what are those? Extend report, right? I will say it as report and then I will say extend test as test. So if you get any errors, you can just say Control Shift O so that the dependencies will get added. Now what I will do, we have to first create an object for this report. Okay. So how will you create that? Let me create a constructor here, reporter string file path. So this dot result file path is equal to file path. And also we will create an object, report is equal to new extend reports of this dot result file path. Okay. So first we have specified that a result file should be in this particular path. Now you need to create an object for test, right? For example, I have 100 test cases that I am executing. So for each test case, you have to create a different object. So that is why we will say something called start test. Okay. Public void start test, and you have to give a test name. So what I will do, test is equal to. So how will you create this? We will use that report object that has been created in the constructor and then create. So you will say report dot start test and then you will give the test name. Okay. Now we will write few more methods here. One is like closing the test, and also you have to flush the entire results. For example, when you are working with hundreds of test cases, I want to flush all the data, right? Like when I'm creating a new test, the new log is getting generated. So if you see here we have individual tests. Here we are seeing only one test, so that's why we are seeing here. Okay. So for every test case, it will generate a separate set of statements. So once all the test cases are covered, we need to generate this entire HTML report. For that, we need to use a method called flush. Okay. So let's add those methods also. Public. First, we have to end the test. Public void end test. So you will say report dot end test, and we will pass the same object that has been created in our start test. Okay, and then we will also add a method called flush. Public void flush. Here we will say report dot flush. Okay, so these are all the outer things, right? For example, we have just created a reporter object which will know where to create the HTML file, and then you are starting a new test, you are ending the same test, and then you are again making sure that all the data is getting flushed into the report, HTML report. But in each test, we have to also add some data to it, right? Whether the verification is passed or failed or whatever. For that, we will write few more methods. Public void pass. So here I will say string, whatever message you want to show. What do you show here? Test dot log status dot pass, and then you will give the message. Similarly, you will give for fail. I'm just copy pasting it. Fail. Okay, so these are the small methods. You can also add some additional info methods. I will show you that also. Public void info string message test.log. So for now, this is all what is required to generate that particular report file, extent report file. Now that we have created this particular class file, we will basically use this, create an object of this, and then we'll use it in our test case. So how will you do that? Go to your demo test. First, you have to create an object, as I mentioned, right? So reporter r is equal to new reporter, and then we have to give a path. Okay, so I am giving a path where it is in my folder structure. You can give your own folder structure, and then I'm giving test dot html. And then Control Shift O, so that the reporter class will get imported. Now I will show you that folder also. So there is already a file available, so I am just closing it, and then I will delete it also. Okay. Now let us start. So this is one test case, right? This demo test is itself one test case. So what I will do, first we have to create a start test. So what you will say, r dot start test, and then you can give the name as demo test. Okay, so we have started the test now, and at the end we will do ending the test. Okay, r dot end test. Also r dot flush, that is, if I want all the data to be pushed into that HTML file, you have to use this flush. Okay, now comes the main part, at printing the actual messages that you want to see in the HTML report, right? So for example, let me add info first. So I will say, for example, here r dot info. Okay, and I want to say selected value in a drop down. This is just an example. You can actually put at any place that you want to have an additional information to be shown in the extent report. I'm just showing a couple of places so that you'll understand, you'll get a hang of it. Now I also want to add it here because here I want to say that the verification has actually passed. So I will say r.pass verification passed, and I will say thank you message appeared. And if at all this is not happening, I want to basically say that r.fail scenario did not execute successfully. Okay, so what did we do here? We first created a reporter file, class file, and then we added all the extent report related methods so that you can reuse it in any other test script. So if you see any other YouTube videos or any other training series, they will just put all the code into one file. So what I'm trying to show here is I'm telling you how you can even create different libraries so that you can reuse them. It is like a framework itself, right? You are creating libraries which can be reused in different other tests. So here we have only one demo test, right? If you have multiple tests, you can do the same in all of those places, right? And it is easy by using the reusable class. Okay, so now let us execute and see if everything is working fine or not, and if the report is getting generated or not. Okay, I've triggered the execution. Okay, the browser is launched. It is logging in. It is adding the items. Okay, entering data, finish, and then thank you message. Okay, now let us see whether the report has been generated or not. Okay, if you see here, the report has generated, and now let us see. Look how beautiful is this, right? You have just generated one extent report which says like selected value in drop down. We have given this as info message, right? That has come, and then the verification is saying that verification is passed, thank you message has appeared, right? So these are the two things that you have added. So only those two things have come. If you want to add more details, you can continue to add. Okay, so this is how you will use an extent report to generate beautiful result files instead of seeing the results in the console of the Eclipse. This is what is generally shared with the customer. I hope the content is valuable, and if you are liking it, I would request you to hit that like button. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you will not miss any further videos. Thank you.